I've just tied my hair back and I have on my dress and my jewelry. I'm going to talk more about that later. To start, I'm just going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in Blonde. Now I'm kind of going off of Mary's makeup. I know I'm not a brunette, but I love her kind of like naturally look. That's all I'm going to do for now because I'm going to go back and set them with colored brow gel later. I'm going to move on to eyeshadow because I don't like to let my eyeshadow run off onto the rest of my face when I'm doing a look for something more fancy. So this is my NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I love this one so much and it seems to be never ending. I've had it, I don't even know how long I've had it for. That was a lie. I do know how long I've had it for. I've had this for over a year. So Mary does not have that crazy of makeup. When I was looking at her eyeshadow, it's pretty basic. It looks like it's kind of a reddish with sort of like a brown in the crease. The picture I'm going off of is the scene, if any of you guys have watched Rain, I highly suggest you do if you don't, is the scene where she has the feathers falling all around her. I think it's like one of the first balls she goes to. It's very early in the first season. So I'm going to start by taking my Naked 3 palette and I'm going to use the color Strange, which is kind of a nude, whitish kind of color. And I'm just going to put that on the top of my eyebrows. This is the color that works for me because my skin is so pale. I know when people who have darker skin it might be a little too pale on top. So if you need to use something, say from the Naked 1 palette that's a little darker, go for it. So now after that I'm going to take from the same Naked 3 palette, I'm going to take the color Limit, which is like a really light, dusty, peachy, pink kind of color. It's not really peachy, I don't know. Dusty rose color. And I'm going to smudge that all into my crease. I'm kind of bringing it up above my crease too, kind of between my crease and my brow bone, just so you see that nice like pinkish color. Okay, so that's the pinkish color. Take the Naked 1 palette and I'm going to use the color... I'm going to start with the color Naked. I may decide to go a little bit darker than this. This one I'm going to smudge just into the crease and coming down a little bit onto my eyelid. Okay, I've decided that actually looks pretty close to what hers looks like, so I'm going to leave it as is. She has really gorgeous natural eyelashes. I thought about doing fake lashes, but I decided against it because I feel like you never see her wear them in the show. So now I'm going to take the Tattooed Waterproof Eyeliner in, I don't know, I think it's just black. I don't think it really has a color name. And I'm just going to make a really, really thin line on top of my eyelashes to try to enhance my natural eyelash line. As I was lining my eyes, I decided I wasn't going to go all the way to the center. So I just kind of did the outer line, as you can see, and as close to my eyelash line as possible because it's not really for the eyeliner look, it's just to make your eyelashes look fuller. Now I got a sample of Benefit's Stay Flawless primer, and their skin in Rain is like perfect. So I decided I was going to try it. So we'll see how I feel about this primer. I'm just putting it all over my face and kind of concentrating on the areas where I know my makeup likes to slip off. Now I'm taking my NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and since I'm super pale, it's in the color Siberia, and I'm going to put it on using my Sigma F60 brush. I like to just put it on the back of my hand first, and then just go ahead from there and apply it from the inside out. I'm switching to this brush because sometimes I feel like it's nice to have, it's kind of a rounded foundation brush, so it kind of buffs it in better. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and cover up any spots with my Dior Skin Flash Radiance pen. I just got this wrong side, and I really love it. It even smells good. Now that I've done that, I'm going to set everything with my NYX blotting powder. First, I like to take this small brush by Real Techniques, and I like to do that on all the places where I put concealer. because it helps it not move as much. And I'm buffing my whole face. Now I like to take the larger Real Techniques brush and just put it all over my face. I'm not going to go overboard with it, but I'm just going to take my NARS Laguna bronzer and I'm just going to put it kind of just on my cheekbones. Nothing too crazy, because I'm not really trying to look super bronze for this one. One thing Mary definitely wears a lot of is blush. So I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in the color Exposed. It's just kind of like a reddish peachy color. And I'm just going to put that carefully just on kind of the apples of my cheeks, because she definitely has a good flush going on. Moving back to eyes, I'm going to curl my eyelashes really quick. This is a Tweezerman eyelash curler for Sephora, and it's rose gold, so I just really like it. And I'm going to line my waterline with the NYX Wonder Pencil just to look a little more awake. Now I'm going to really quickly put on that brow gel I was talking about. It's the Gimme Brow by Benefit. I love this stuff so much. It's in the blonde color. And that's it for my eyebrows. I feel like it makes such a big difference. I don't know, it could just be me. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on mascara. I'm going to use the Falsies by Maybelline. I really love this one, and it's just my go-to. I like to let my coats dry in between, so while this is drying, I'm going to go ahead and put on the NYX Soft Lip Cream in the color San Paulo? San? I thought it was Sao Paulo. In the color San Paulo. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on another coat of my mascara. If this happens to you guys, don't try and wipe it off immediately. If you get that little dot of stupid mascara on your perfectly blended foundation, let it dry. And when it dries, get a tiny little brush and you're just going to push it off. So let's see if it's dry. Ta-da! I'm going to go ahead and do my bottom lashes now. Okay, now this is the finished makeup look. Now time for hair. So I just went and I added in my extensions. You guys are welcome to do that step if you want. If you want to do a cool updo with a crown type thing, that always works too. If you have long hair, so much easier for you guys. All you have to do is stick a thing on your head and call it a day. A headband, yeah. I bought this headband at Claire's and I figured I would wear it kind of tiara-esque. I just put braids into half up, half down, going to the back. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you want to see the full look from head to toe, keep watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The dress I actually found for $7 at Goodwill, and the shrug is my mom's. I found the belt at Goodwill too, and I feel like it just went with the whole rain theme. My jewelry is from Francesca's. I thought I would wear it in the holiday season, and my rings are my own. Thanks, guys.